Hello world! It's your girl Riley back for another brew at home video for your at home coffee plan. Today we are brewing an awesome Today we are going to be brewing an awesome coffee from Pau in Myanmar. Now Pau is not just a single farm, it's actually made up of a bunch of small producers growing coffee trees in their backyard and then coming together as a collective. And what's great about them is that although it's an uncontrolled environment, having so many of them, they are always producing the cleanest, most consistent coffees. So I have no doubts this is going to be fantastic. We are going to be brewing this amazing coffee in a clever dripper. This is not an ad. Pretty clever, wouldn't you say? And what's awesome about clever drippers is that they are very forgiving, very consistent. You can leave it anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes and you're still going to get a great tasting cup. We've tried it many times, which is good. If you're like me, I often forget to set a timer. I will walk away and do other things and come back and be like, well, I forgot about you. And what's also cool about these is that we actually used to use clever drippers in store. Back when I was managing a couple years ago, if you wanted a single cup brew, we would use this. And now we do pour overs in all of the stores, but this is absolutely Barista approved. Wish I had a sticker to slap on this bad boy. Okay, so for today's recipe, we have 23.5 grams of the coffee. Smells just fantastic. Can I get this in a candle? And we have it at a medium coarse grind. Fun fact with Rylea, so this can take 500 milliliters of water, but if we're using super fresh coffee, there's going to be a lot of bubbles. The reason for the mass amount of bubbles when we are pouring in our hot water is that the fresher the coffee, the more bubbles there are. Remember that, because fresh coffee holds a lot of CO2, and once the coffee ages, it's going to slowly release CO2. So you can always tell how fresh your coffee is by when you're pouring your water in. So if you get a ton of bubbles right away, that means it is fresh. And if you're not getting a ton of bubbles, that means it's not as fresh. You're gonna wanna take the filter and fold it. So this one I've already done, but I have an extra one to show you how to do that. So along the sides here of the filters, there's little lines that you just take it and fold one and then fold two. It's that easy. And for the filters, there's two different kinds you can use. We have the Kalita FP103, or you can use a Melita number 4. Okay, and so once we have it folded, you can just open it right up and set it inside your clever dripper. And once it's inside, you're gonna wanna fully saturate the filter to get rid of any papery taste, and it's gonna help stick to the sides of the dripper. You can use your boiling water for that, or you can use tap water. It don't matter. So we have our, look what the cat dragged in. Yeah, did not even invite her. Really not actually invited at all. I'm so sorry. Dump those grinds in, and we are going to tare our scale. Make sure you have it on a scale because we are going to be pouring the water in and we need to make sure we know how much water is going in. You're going to give it a gentle shake so that the bed of coffee is nice and flat. Tare it, and then we are going to pour in 450 milliliters of our boiling water. And we're gonna wanna make sure we pour it very fast as you can. But please be cautious about this, because even though this clever dripper can take 500 milliliters of water, it's going to produce a lot of bubbles once we start pouring the water in. So it's gonna fill up faster than you think. So once you kind of get around that 350 mark, just maybe slow down a little bit. Let's do it. So do it quite fast in the center. I have a crazy elbow. You can keep your elbow down. Okay, so now I'm gonna be slowing it down. 4:51. Not bad, not bad. Once we have that in, we are gonna let this sit for 4 minutes. Welcome back after the 4 minutes. Step into my office. The timer is done. Okay, after the 4 minutes, we're gonna do one last step before we drip it on in, and we are going to break the crust. So what the crust is the top of the coffee that has all the grounds on top, and we're just either gonna give it a little gentle shake, or you can also break the crust by giving it a gentle stir. There's coffee grinds in that, I don't know why I did that. Okay, now that it's done, this is how you brew it. This is how you brew it. You just take it, put it on top of your mug, and the lip of your mug is going to naturally push it up and release the coffee. I wouldn't recommend walking away though, because if your coffee cup is not big enough, like mine, then it's going to overflow. Oh my God! How did this happen? This is actually a really artistic shot. So what I was saying is you want to be careful putting it in to your cup size, because we almost capsized. Chef's kiss. And I am the chef. Big props to Pao in Myanmar. I am a forever fan of Myanmar coffees, no matter the producer or farm. I always get notes of berries, like blackberries, raspberries, sometimes even blueberry. There's always some sort of chocolate note. I'm definitely getting like best of both worlds in this. A glossette raisin, you might say. I don't know if I'm allowed to say glossette. Chocolate covered raisins. It's so smooth. No bitter after coating. We don't want that. No, no. This is so smooth. Definitely getting a bit of almond extract in the middle of the sip. I would drink this again. In fact, I can drink it right now. Yep, we love it. So now that we've brewed all our coffee, I put the rest in a different cup. Genius. I thought it might be fun to do a little coffee grind reading for Pippa here. I don't know if you've ever had your tea leaves read. Some people have the power to do that, which is very cool. And if you can do that, please let me know. But I thought I'd do a little spin-off of it and just see what we're getting from our leftovers here. So just gonna, it's always good if you just hold their hand or paw. It's really good. Pippa, it looks like we're out of tuna. I wouldn't have known that without this. You're gonna do a lot more sunbathing today. I'm gonna leave you at some point for a little bit and you're gonna have alone time, which I know you love. You know, I don't want to hear it. What else do we got in here? We have a nail clipping in your near future. Home! Do you want to try some? She approves. She wagged her tail, which means actually she's probably going to attack me. So, thank you so much for joining. I hope you brew some coffee today or tomorrow or the next day. I'm going to keep drinking this. It's beautifully sunny. Might just go have it on the porch. Okay. Bye for now.